Why your dog licks you, the surprising and sometimes gross science. Hey there, animal lovers, and welcome back to FactSpark. On this channel, we dive deep into the fascinating, sometimes slobbery, always amazing world of animals. Today, we're tackling a classic, the infamous doggy kiss. You know the one, that wet, enthusiastic face wash that leaves you wondering, is this pure love, or did I just get a full-body taste test? Most of us just melt into a puddle of awe, thinking our furry friend is showering us with affection. But what if there's a whole secret scientific world behind that slobber? It turns out, your dog's tongue is a multi-tool of communication, a sensory adventure, and sometimes even a polite or not-so-polite message you might be totally missing. Get ready to see those kisses in a whole new, mind-blowing, and maybe slightly gross light. The science behind the slurp, decoding dog licking. So why exactly does Fido insist on giving you a tongue bath? It's a wild mix of instinct, communication, and a dash of you taste interesting. Understanding these hidden motivations can seriously level up your human-canine bond. First off, licking is practically in their DNA. Think back to puppyhood. Mama dog gives her little ones their very first spa treatment right after birth, cleaning them up and getting things moving, literally. This early experience teaches pups that tongues are super important for connection and interaction. As they grow, they keep up the licking with their siblings and mom, whether it's to say, "I love you," "Please don't eat me," or "Hey, I'm just a humble pup." Now, for the juicy brain science, when your dog gets their lick on, it's not just a physical act. It's a full-blown party in their brain. Licking releases endorphins and dopamine. Basically, they're happy chemicals. It's like a natural high that makes them feel calm, relaxed, and super pleased with themselves. And let's be honest, how do we usually react? With giggles, cuddles, and maybe a little, "Oh, you sweet thing." This combo of internal feel-goods and external, "you're the best." Attention means your dog learns pretty quickly that licking is a winning strategy. Plus, when they lick you, both of you get a boost of oxytocin, the famous love hormone. It's like a secret love potion that makes your bond even stronger. Aw. But wait, there's more. That tongue is also a master communicator. Dogs lick each other's faces for everything from a quick groom to a friendly "I come in peace" greeting. They often extend this "I'm no threat" signal to us humans, especially if they see us as the big boss of the pack. And let's not forget, dogs are total attention hogs in the best way. If a lick consistently gets a reaction, a laugh, a gentle push, or even a stern no, they'll take it as attention. Plain and simple. Bored? Lonely? Just want to hang out? Lick, lick, lick. Here's a fun fact that might surprise you. Not every lick is a love letter. Sometimes a slow, drawn-out lick, especially when you're doing something they're not thrilled about, like nail trims or brushing out a tangle, is actually their polite way of saying, "Dude, please stop. I'm not feeling this." It's a calming signal, or displacement behavior. If we miss this subtle hint and keep going, their frustration can build, and that's when a gentle lick might escalate into something less pleasant. So next time your dog gives you a slow, thoughtful lick, maybe check the vibe. And speaking of vibes, dogs are basically furry, four-legged detectives, and their tongues are their primary investigative tools. They experience the world through their super-powered senses of smell and taste. To your dog's discerning palate, your skin is a smorgasbord of intriguing smells and tastes. Ever notice them go wild after your workout? That's because your salty sweat is their gourmet meal. Plus, your skin can carry tiny bits of food or interesting scents from lotions, body washes, or even your fancy perfume. It's all fascinating to their keen senses. That's why they often target specific areas. Your hands, a treasure trove of smells. Your face, constant exposure to all the world's scents. And especially your feet. Hello, secret salt mines. Finally, licking is a big part of their personal hygiene routine. They're basically self-grooming pros, keeping their fur spick and span. And guess what? They think you need a good scrub too. It's their way of extending that nurturing, caregiving behavior to their favorite humans. Beyond hygiene and affection, licking is also a powerful coping mechanism. That repetitive motion and the endorphin rush help them self-soothe when they're stressed, anxious, or just plain bored. It's like their version of fidgeting. But here's the serious part. If that self-soothing turns into obsessive licking, it can actually become a compulsive disorder, kind of like OCD in humans. So, if your dog's licking goes from quirky to constant, it's a big sign that something deeper is going on. When licking becomes a red flag, signs of deeper issues. While a little lick is usually just doggy charm, sometimes those kisses turn into a full-blown slobberfest marathon, and that's when we need to pay attention. Excessive or persistent licking, especially if it's hard to interrupt or focused on one spot, like their paws, can be a flashing neon sign of underlying anxiety, stress, or even boredom. Think of it this way: they're not just being dramatic, they're trying to tell you something's up. Dogs showing stress-induced licking might also be restless, chewing everything in sight, losing their appetite, pacing like a nervous human, whining, howling, or hiding under the couch. And if they're doing it when you leave, that could be separation anxiety kicking in, their way of saying, "Don't leave me, human." In some cases, this repetitive licking can go from a coping mechanism to a full-blown obsessive-compulsive disorder. This might look like them persistently licking objects, furniture, themselves, leading to bald patches or sores, yikes, or even just the air. If you see this, it's not just an annoying habit. It's a vital communication from your dog that something is seriously amiss. Ignoring it is like ignoring a persistent fever in a kid. It's a critical sign of a deeper problem that needs a pro's help. Beyond the behavioral stuff, sometimes excessive licking is a secret message from their body. Digestive issues like nausea, acid reflux, or even pesky intestinal parasites can make dogs lick excessively, trying to soothe an upset tummy. If they're constantly licking a specific body part, it's often their way of saying, "Ouch." This could be pain from an injury, arthritis, allergies, or even a skin infection. Unfortunately, all that licking can make the problem worse, leading to redness, swelling, sores, and even more hair loss. Less common, but still possible, are neurological disorders or hormonal imbalances that can cause dry, itchy skin. So, if your dog's licking habits suddenly change, it's time to play detective and maybe call in the experts. Debunking dog lick myths, separating fact from fiction. All right, let's clear up some common misconceptions about dog licks that have been floating around for ages. Prepare for some myth-busting. Myth number 1, dog saliva is antiseptic, heals wounds. Hold your horses and your wounds. This is a persistent and dangerous myth. While a dog might mechanically remove some gunk from a wound, their saliva is not magic mouthwash. In fact, it's teeming with bacteria. Letting your dog excessively lick a wound can actually introduce harmful bacteria, slow down healing, and seriously increase the risk of infection. So, next time Fido tries to heal your cut, gently redirect them. Sometimes the cone of shame is a necessary fashion statement for their own good. Myth number 2, a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Oh, honey, no, just no. This is absolutely false and potentially risky. Your dog's mouth is a bustling metropolis of hundreds of bacterial species, collected from all the delightful places their tongue has been, including their own nether regions, dirty floors, garbage, and who knows what else. While most of these bacteria are harmless to a healthy human, some can cause serious infections. We're talking about nasty stuff like Capnocytophaga canemorsis, which, though rare, can be life-threatening, especially for folks with compromised immune systems or young children. So, while those doggy kisses are cute, maybe steer them away from your face, especially your mouth, nose, and eyes. And always, always wash your hands thoroughly after a good slobber session. Myth number 3, every lick means I love you. Sorry to burst your bubble, but not every lick is a love letter. While affection is definitely a huge reason your dog licks, it's not the only reason. As we've explored, licks can also be for attention-seeking. They've got you trained. Sensory exploration, because you taste like a delicious human. Various forms of communication, including a polite "please stop," grooming, they think you need a bath, or even just a self-soothing mechanism when they're feeling stressed. The meaning of a lick depends heavily on the context and where they're licking. So next time your dog gives you a kiss, take a moment to be a canine Sherlock Holmes and figure out what they're really trying to say. Responding to your dog's licks, a practical guide. Now that you're a certified dog licking expert, how do you respond? It's all about understanding their language and setting some boundaries, if needed. First, become a canine body language guru. Always consider their overall vibe: tail wags, ear position, posture, eye contact, and the situation. Are you just home? Are they stressed by a thunderstorm? Context is key to decoding their slobbery messages. For those attention-seeking licks that have gone a bit overboard, the most effective trick is the silent treatment. Immediately stop all interaction. No touching, no eye contact. Turn your head away, and if necessary, quietly get up and walk away. This breaks their licking gets attention cycle. As soon as they stop or offer a better behavior, like sitting calmly, then shower them with praise, gentle affection, or a super yummy treat. This teaches them that calm behavior gets the cuddles, not the constant licking. You can also proactively redirect their licking superpowers. Offer them an engaging chew toy, start a fun game of fetch, or challenge their brain with a puzzle toy filled with treats. This diverts their focus from your skin to acceptable activities. Remember, many excessive licks stem from boredom or anxiety. So make sure your dog gets plenty of physical exercise, walks, playtime, and mental stimulation, training, puzzle toys, sniff walks. A tired, happy dog is less likely to resort to compulsive licking. Finally, when should you call in the pros? While a little licking is normal, certain patterns are red flags. If the licking is sudden, significantly increased, persistent, obsessive, focused intensely on one area, especially if it's causing redness, hair loss, or sores, or comes with other weird behavioral changes, like restlessness, lethargy, loss of appetite, or destructive behavior, it's time to consult your veterinarian or a certified animal behaviorist. They can figure out if it's a medical issue, allergies, tummy troubles, pain, or a serious behavioral disorder, like severe anxiety or OCD, and help you create a tailored plan to get your furry friend back to their happy, healthy self. Strengthening your bond through understanding. So the next time your dog showers you with those wet kisses, remember it's a rich tapestry of communication, instinct, and fascinating science. From expressing deep affection and seeking attention, to exploring their world and even self-soothing, every lick tells a unique story about your amazing canine companion. By understanding the science behind these behaviors, you can become more attuned to your dog's needs, decode their subtle messages, and respond in ways that truly strengthen your bond, fostering a deeper, more respectful, and truly harmonious relationship with your furry best friends. What's your dog's most curious or hilarious licking habit? Spill the kibble in the comments below. We love hearing from our amazing FactSpark audience. If this content was helpful, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to FactSpark for more exciting pet science. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the amazing world of animals.